Hello and welcome to the Suburbanites Podcast. I'm Connor.
I'm Jim.
I'm Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
So, how about that North Korea?
Yeah. Good start, man.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably get it out of the way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right.
So,
A great way to introduce that topic.
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, do you think Sony should have backed down?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think that people are getting a little overly dramatic about this.
Okay, they're setting a precedent for it.
There's already been a precedent.
There's
for
been
years.
what movies have been canceled
No.
due to terrorist threats, Jimmy?
I'm not talking about specifically movies, but like we're giving concessions to this country always because they threaten to like launch nukes in South Korea. We have to.
Well, this is
It's like a threat to like civilians. We can't just like let them kill a bunch of South Koreans.
But we don't comply with terrorist demands. That's always been
been a thing.
That's always there.
It's been a thing, but it hasn't really mattered.
It always matters. Do you watch TV?
Well, it mattered now. We didn't follow it, so there you go.
Well, I mean, technically, it wasn't like a U.S. policy. It was just some
decision.
Yeah.
It was a private business.
They can do whatever they
It's
want.
not even an American business.
Yeah, well, Obama called them out. Obama put Sony
That's
on
true.
blast.
He did put them on blast.
America was so ready to release that movie. Like,
Yeah, everyone was like
American
pumped about it.
wanted
Sony's
that.
like, no, we better not.
Yeah, because Sony didn't want their company to go down in flames with.
Well, they
things
wouldn't
released
have.
at
They
the
would have
time.
made a crap load of money.
I
just
They
feel
would've been in
bad.
trouble for
I feel bad
having their
for-
private views shared.
Huh?
Having that private information shared that was being threatened to be shared
Yeah.
would have been bad for the company. That would have been
Oh, yeah.
horrible.
Who is
Well,
that? That's not North
information-
Korea, though.
They-
Like these hackers.
They said it was
They,
North Korea.
Their claim, it's possible that it could be.
Yeah, I guess
North
it is.
Korea.
The government was like,
No,
could
like-
be North Korea. We don't know.
I thought the CIA was like, I don't think it's North Korea. North Korea's like, it's not us.
Who else? Who else would want?
I don't know. Somebody's mad.
I feel bad for Seth Rogen and James Franco.
Yeah.
Honestly, how well would that movie do though? Like
It
people
would
would
have
go
done
to
really
see
well.
I think it would have
But
done well.
was it gonna be a good movie?
No, probably not.
No, it probably would have been an
'Cause
okay movie.
I've seen arguments made against it. You know, like that was actually a good move for Sony, and I guess it was.
Regardless of whether or not it's a good movie, it's like I said, it's setting a precedent for
Yeah.
like just pulling down movies if they like. Because I read what Obama said, and he's like, what's to stop them from doing that with like TV shows and news broadcasts now? Just because people threaten to do the kind of things that were threatened.
But there's.
But you can't threaten to kill a world leader, even if it is a North Korean world leader. They literally.
Guess what? It was done in Team America.
Team America's not a movie.
Yes, it is.
It is, but
It is. It was shown in theaters.
Technically, it is, but. God.
The exact same thing was done
Fair
in Team
counterpoint.
America.
fair counterpoint. But should that have been done?
It was done.
But it was also done by, it wasn't a live action movie. It was a lot less real. Not to say that it is real.
But the content is
yeah.
the same.
It's the content is very different.
No, it's not. They
It's the
kill
same
Kim
idea
Jong-il at the
of
end.
Wanting to kill Kim Jong-il.
Spoilers. They kill
But
Kim
there's a
Jong-il at the
difference.
end.
It was Kim Jong-il, not Kim Jong-un. There's a
Oh,
difference
big
right there.
difference.
There's the big difference.
Kim Jong-il should have
There
done
it
something
is.
about that, but he didn't. Kim Jong-un's putting his foot down.
Is he?
No
We
more
don't
fictional
know.
killing of me. That's the last
Me
straw.
or my dad.
At first, it was a puppet, and now it's like an actual person.
Oh,
There you
like
go.
a fat
Live
one.
action versus puppets, and way over the top action puppet movie versus actual movies starring famous actors.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess it does add an element of reality to it.
No matter how
There is that.
unrealistic it is that
Yeah.
they would do that. But
And
think
even if it
everybody-
is like a Seth Rogen and
I think
James
everybody
Franco
just needs
movie,
to chill. I think it's a
Yeah.
movie, and people shouldn't be.
I think that
Making-
people are mad at the wrong person. People should be like ridiculing Kim Jong Un and like the North Korean government more than they are Sony right now.
Well, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's.
Because I mean, there were threats like we are going to like it's gonna be like 9/11 based attacks
Yeah.
in the premiere of this movie. How are they gonna premiere the movie? Like, what if it
Yeah.
actually happens
Yeah.
and then everyone hates Sony? It's
Yeah.
like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's true. You're right.
So like, I think it was a good idea for them to
yeah,
not release it.
it's upsetting, but
Mm.
it kind of had to be done.
I'm just upset for the precedent it may set,
Yeah.
because then people might start pulling movies left and right, and that's not cool.
I think this just turns people more against North Korea now, though. Like, people who are looking forward to the movie, even people who wouldn't have liked the movie in the first place, are like, that's kind of a dick move. You shouldn't have
Yeah.
done that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree. Hey, you want to talk about my cat's constipation?
Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's go.
Solid segue.
So, my cat was like feeling pretty lethargic. This is gonna get kind of graphic, by the way, guys.
All right.
I hope you're not doing that now.
Viewer discretion is advised. My cat was getting kind of lethargic and like throwing up all over the place. So we're like, I don't know if the cat. By the way, this cat's name is Kitty. It was a very original name.
Yeah.
This is a lion cat. Too.
Yeah. No. That she lost the lion
It
cut.
needs to go back.
Yeah.
Then it
But
needs to come back.
she was throwing up all over the place. Very lethargic. So my mom was like, I better take her to the vet. And they're like, yeah, your cat's like chronically constipated. We're like, oh, is that like, can you fix that? They're like, we're gonna have to take her overnight. And then they said it was gonna be like $250 to like make her unconstipated.
Unconstipate this cat?
Yeah, we had to give her medicine, and then the money started like going up. So I think we had to pay like $500 to get it like better.
Damn it, Kitty.
And my dad was so upset about this. Like before the cat came home the next day, he looked at me. He's like, Jim, what do you think we should do about this cat? I'm like, I don't know. You should do what you have to make her like better. And he's like, you don't think we should put her to sleep? I'm like, Dad, no. How could you?
If your dad ever has pooping problems, I really hope you bring that up.
Like, go over to his bed,
we're gonna
like,
put you to sleep.
his bedside, like, Dad, how do you think it would be if we put you to sleep?
I think the easy solution here, the proper solution, would just be fill the milk bowl with some coffee.
No.
Pooping problem.
Absolutely not.
Taken care of.
Taking
Yeah,
care
but then you'd have Kitty more hyper than he already is.
Just for like a day. And then the poop would come out, it'd be fine.
It'd be all right. I don't think that's how it works, by the
No?
way, Chris.
Feed
No.
some fruit maybe.
I think she would actually die.
grains.
That would be the same thing as putting her to sleep if we gave my cat coffee.
Coffee is not the same thing as sleep, let me tell you.
Okay,
They're two
Chris.
polar
Thank you.
opposites.
Thank you, Chris. So,
I could not have been happy with this stuff.
I have nothing else to say about my cat's constipation, by the way.
Okay, is
that's
that it?
great.
Yeah, that was it.
Your dad
That's
wants to put your cat to sleep.
Yep.
That's it. All right.
Pretty
So we should kind of focus a little bit and go to movies since we all saw movies this week.
Yeah,
Straight into
it's true.
movies.
So I saw Foxcatcher on Sunday.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, we
explain
don't
it
know.
to me,
You don't know?
To
No.
everybody, I don't know what that
It's
is.
it's a movie directed by the guy who directed Moneyball, that baseball
Okay,
movie.
Another movie. I didn't
Alrighty.
see.
I think that was like a Brad
I
Pitt
didn't
movie.
know.
Apparently, it was really good.
Sure.
I didn't see it, but he does like sports movies.
Okay.
Yeah, alright.
So,
Thank you, Chris.
So
Just
this is
talking
a,
nonstop as Connor's trying to explain.
this is a movie about like this pro wrestler named Mark Schultz who won the 1984 Olympics for wrestling for the USA, and then his brother also won it, and I forget the brother's name, but they it's two brothers and they both won, and so they like train together and stuff, but Mark is always like living in his brother's shadow, and there's like that kind of dynamic. So this guy played by Steve Carell, Steve Carell. No, this is a very serious movie, by the way. This is not a comedy role for Steve Carell by any means. So he's this really rich guy, and he takes Mark, and he's like, I'm gonna give you my training facility. I'm gonna give you all this, and so but Steve Carell's kind of really unsettling. Like there's
Okay.
this really unsettling element to him, and it's based on a true story, by the way.
Yeah.
Like it all actually happened, and there's not it's a very slow burn. It's like the trailers made it out to be like way more of a fast paced, not really action, but like things were going to happen, but it's like very slowly these relationships between the characters start to take point, and it's like they gradually build and build and build, and then the payoff is ridiculous. Like at the end of the movie, I'm not going to spoil anything, but at the end of the movie when the credits started rolling, everyone in the theater stayed in their seats for a good 3 minutes.
I hate how that's the
That's a good
precedent
movie.
now, where all movies have to like.
No, there was no after credit scene. They were all stunned by the end of the
okay.
movie.
But like, everyone stays for the end of the credits now.
That's only Marvel movies.
No, but like even I just go to like other movies. Like even after I watched The Theory of Everything, we were the only people who left the theater after when the credits started rolling.
Really?
Everyone else stayed in their seats.
That's kind of annoying.
I hate that precedent has been set.
Respectful. To watch the full movie, Jim?
No, Chris. Shut up. I'm not gonna watch the credits.
It's important. Those people put.
I don't care about the little people.
I mean, that kind of sucks for like the theater attendants.
Yeah, it does.
They want to.
They want to get their work done.
Yeah. But I saw it with my girlfriend. She didn't like it because it was so slow. And it's like
Girls.
Let's not try to be misogynist on this podcast, Chris.
So I
Chris
will
not be invited back.
I will not recommend this movie to everybody just because it's really slow, but it's really well written. Channing Tatum plays Mark Schultz, and Mark Ruffalo plays his brother. And I was not expecting the performance. Like, every performance was amazing. Channing Tatum and Steve Carell, like, blows this away. He's the reason to go see the movie. He's incredible. And, like, but it's really slow, and it's really well written and everything. Like, it's just, the pacing is not what the trailer makes it out to be. And that threw my girlfriend off. That just probably threw a lot of people off. And it's a slow burn. And if you don't like slow movies, kind of like There Will Be Blood, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. That is
like,
kind of that's a...
Not a lot really happens in the grand scheme of things compared to, like, a bigger movie. But it's, like, these minor plot points that just build in the story that's being presented.
Whole, like, the trailer not giving the same feel as the actual movie.
I'm not sure if that was their intent, but that's just the way it kind of came off.
That's how I felt a lot about Nightcrawler. Like, when I watched the trailer for Nightcrawler, that's not at all the movie that I expected. But I still liked it a lot. I thought it was great. But it's not what I went into the movie.
I got a kind of a creepiness vibe out of Nightcrawler.
Another movie I didn't see.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta see that movie, Chris. But anyway,
I watched a lot of movies recently.
I recommend if you can bear a slow movie, because it's like a 2.5 hour movie. So if you can bear a slow movie, kind of like There Will Be Blood, and I was trying to think of other examples of, like, slow movies, but I really can't right now.
Oh, you know what's a slow movie? Lost in
Turbo?
Translation.
Slugs.
Get out of here.
Slow.
Lost in Translation is a pretty slow movie.
Never seen it.
That's the only reason. I think it would have been a good movie, but I was tired when I watched it and alone, so I just was falling asleep.
Are there subtitles on that movie, or?
Chris.
Shut up, Chris. Chris, the pun guy right now.
Chris, how?
I always liked that you brought up about these comedic actors like Steve Carell acting in these more serious roles. I love to see actors being able to do that, like Channing Tatum too.
Yeah.
Because he's known for 21 Jump Street, a lot of stuff like that. Less serious, but I'm glad that he can pull off.
Oh, and they absolutely kill it, both of them.
Which gives me hope for. He's in an upcoming movie like Jupiter Rising, something like that. Directed by the same person who directed The Matrix.
Ooh, the Wachowski brothers.
Yeah, and Mila Kunis is in that too, I think. And I laughed at first when I saw it because it looked like a serious action movie, and I was like, how are they going to pull this off with two comedic actors starring? But now I have hope for it.
Yeah, Steve Carell absolutely, like, he's like the poster. He's on all the posters and everything, even though he's not, like, the main character, and it's, like, rightfully so, because he was amazing. But, yeah, so Theory of Everything. Jim and I saw The Theory of Everything, the Stephen Hawking movie.
Good movie.
Really good movie. I liked it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne, the guy who played Stephen Hawking, top performance.
Yeah. It was not a very uplifting movie.
You didn't think so?
There were some points where it was like, that's...
Why would you think it would be?
No, I thought it was pretty inspiring at parts.
Yeah, it was pretty inspiring, but it wasn't exactly the happiest of stories. Like, I mean, I don't want to... Can I spoil?
I mean, it's the story of Stephen Hawking, so it's
he
like...
ends up in a wheelchair at the end, we know. We know how that one ends. It's like watching the
But
Titanic.
you gotta see the story, like how it got there, right? To the wheelchair.
Yeah, all right, Jim.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
I thought Eddie Redmayne gave an incredible performance.
Absolutely.
And I really like the cinematography, because obviously Stephen Hawking developed the theory of, like, turning back time, like to
the Big Bang.
The Big Bang, yeah, like to see where the universe started, and they really played on that by, like, showing these spinning shots a lot, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, like there's like the coffee and like
the coffee, and like when she goes up the stairs, there's like the camera's turning while she goes up the stairs.
How does Stephen Hawking feel about this movie? Do we know?
We don't know.
I'd like to see his review of his own biography.
Maybe he like helped make it. I don't even know. We should
be
probably
cool.
research that before.
Yeah, right. That's something you would look up.
Yeah, but Eddie
He did
Redmayne,
research
Not here.
like I did.
Not on the Suburbanites.
Eddie Redmayne, he played Marius in Les Mis. Do you guys see Les Mis?
Yeah, I saw Les Mis. I don't know the names.
Marius is
He was the guy who fell in love with the chick.
Yeah,
And he was the French Revolution guy.
he was the guy who led the revolution essentially.
And the other girl died, and she was like, "I love you," and he's like, "All right, I'm gone."
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so kind of a leap, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
leap.
it's a big change. Another thing, actors acting different roles. It's nice to see.
It's nice to see like the range of acting.
It blows you away.
But
sometimes some of these people.
the two problems I had with the movie were Jane, the person who played Jane Hawking, she was good, but she wasn't like great. And it's just like when you're a co-star of Eddie Redmayne, when he gave that kind of performance, it kind of shows how you don't give like, not that she wasn't like doing her best, but like she just wasn't as good, is what I'm saying.
Best
and it's
wasn't
like
good enough.
It kind of shows when you're up against a performance like that, and I guess that's kind of no fault of hers.
Yeah.
But like, it was noticeable, and also I had problems with the pacing.
Did you?
Yeah, it's like they would stay on him as like when he was 18 years old, and then they would like jump into the future, but you were unsure how far they jumped into the future. Mm-hmm. And it was the narrative was just kind of jumped all over the place.
You're right. It seemed like there was like a passage of time sort of thing, but like you weren't really sure.
You weren't sure how much time passed.
Yeah,
and that's kind of important to the story.
It's like
you want to know
in college, and then they're suddenly married and have kids, and it's like, wait, what? What just happened?
Exactly, and it's like you want to know how far time has passed to see like how far his disease has come, like how debilitated he's supposed to be by this point.
And he was given 2 years to live when they first found out about the disease, and then suddenly you're just
you don't know how long time has passed, so it's like it was weird.
Maybe they did that on purpose.
Well, it wasn't good. It didn't translate well.
You're just not overthinking it enough. You really have to analyze this.
Enlighten us, Chris.
Well, you see, time and black holes go together because when you get closer to the center of black holes, time slows down. So maybe that's kind of the effect. They were going to play with time jumps around. And
like instead of slowing down, it like gets faster.
Yeah, from the outside.
Didn't work. No. If that's what they're going for, it didn't work.
Didn't get it.
But I love the cinematography. It was really a great movie. Mm-hmm. So
what did you and Chris see?
We saw The Hobbit.
Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah. It's all right.
Well, I liked it as an action movie. It was fun. It was really
entertaining.
Fun.
Wasn't like good.
It's tough to judge when you haven't seen the other two movies. Like obviously, you brought up the point about when we saw it. You brought up the point about it having to stand as its own movie, which overall, I need to go back and rewatch the other two Hobbit movies and the third one again.
I heard the second one was really good.
I liked it, and I actually read about that wasn't originally going to be. It was originally going to be two movies, and they kind of squished that one into the middle.
Huh.
I have
because
never
they had money in their eyes. Good. Peter Jackson was like, "Hey, money, money."
I think it's hilarious. I was reading a couple of facts about the movie afterwards because this is just what I do. I go on IMDb and check the trivia on it. But Legolas is like a superhero in this movie. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like
Legolas, Legolas OP, please nerf.
He could have done the entire thing by himself probably, but he wasn't even in the book.
He wasn't even in The Hobbit.
Not even. He just wasn't in the book.
What?
But they just threw him in there, and I think it worked pretty well. I liked the tie-ins they used with the Lord of the Rings movies. They kind of set you up for it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Isn't it like one book that they're making into
3 movies?
Like 3 movies?
100
what
pages.
Is
dollar signs?
100 pages.
Is it why 3 in particular? Like there's always trilogies.
Because they want it to be a saga. It's the Middle Earth saga. There's like the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, and they're 2 separate kind of things in the same world.
I don't know why it matters. Just make a movie.
When people like the lore of like Middle Earth and stuff like that, it gives them more to love.
It's a nice universe.
Do you think
it's a pretty cool universe?
Did you read the book?
I have not read the book.
Okay, because
I haven't read any of them.
Gonna ask if it like strayed too far from the source material, because I mean
it
should have to, right?
They made an entire.
Have to. If they're gonna stretch it out into
3 movies.
How long was the last one we saw? Was it 2.5 hours around?
Was it really?
1 chapter is devoted to the Battle of the Five Armies in the book. 1 chapter.
I'm gonna check how long it was.
Alrighty.
One thing that was really good at Martin Freeman's performance as Bilbo was great
in all 3 movies.
That I gotta.
Oh, isn't he that British actor who's in like everything?
He's wonderful. He was in Fargo.
Don't the British have like 5 actors?
Yeah. Yep. That's what. Yep.
I think that's how it works.
They all played in The Hobbit. They played all the characters.
Every last one of them.
Yep.
Just gonna see how long it was.
The movie?
It felt.
It was the shortest Lord of the Rings movie.
It was 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Jesus.
It felt a lot shorter than that.
It's the shortest Lord of the
movie
Rings
that you guys saw?
Yeah.
Battle of the Five Armies?
Battle of the Five Armies. It felt a lot shorter than that.
Was there a lot of armies and or battles?
Yeah, there were 5 of the armies, and there's one giant battle.
All right.
It was awesome. It was
45
awesome.
minutes.
Throughout the entire movie?
Pretty
so
much.
cool.
There's like, it's like
Was there no
non-stop
lead
action.
up?
I mean, the
The
other
lead-up was the
movies
other
were
two
the leaders
movies.
with the lead up.
Well,
Okay.
I don't
okay.
know how I feel. They didn't.
But in the movie, there's one character that goes through like a significant arc.
Yeah.
The Thoron or whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
Thorin.
He.
Thorin,
I mean,
yeah.
that was pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like
It's all right.
it wasn't
To
like
watch
a
the
good
development
movie, but it
of
was
the
very
three movies.
entertaining. Like
Yeah,
it was
I
well
got you.
shot. It was the action was well paced and everything. Like
You definitely get more out of it from watching the other 2 movies, but you're right about it being not a good standalone movie. It's not on its own. You can't fully enjoy it. And
the first,
you can
the
just enjoy
first,
the action.
we're not going to spoil what happens in the
Yeah.
first like 10 minutes, but the first 10 minutes were awesome.
Yeah, and they're also really upsetting.
Yeah, really upsetting at the end of the 10 minutes, but like it was awesome. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. I mean, Peter Jackson was good. I guess it was good directing, I
All right.
suppose.
He was in the movie.
Was he really?
He was just like one of the random villagers. He was just there. He
It's
was
like a
background
Quentin
character,
Tarantino movie like thing to do, right?
Yeah, where he always cameos. Yeah.
except less. Overall, I'd have to say the Hobbit movie is not on par with Lord of the Rings.
That's what I hear.
But-
I've only seen the first Lord of the Rings movie, so
If you like Lord of the Rings, they're definitely worth watching.
yeah.
But
Maybe I
It's
should
not-
watch
it's not as
any
good.
of them.
You haven't seen any of the Lord of the
they're
Rings?
great. They're really
See,
good.
if I had seen the Lord of the Ring, all of them, I'd be like, oh, what the heck? Because that's what everybody always did to me.
Yeah, but
I've only seen the first one, and it was really good. I loved it.
It's even better when you watch the other 2.
I hear that I hear Two Towers. I actually heard that for guys, Two Towers is the best, but for girls, Return of the King is the best.
Yeah, you get to see.
yeah.
Yes. I
So
don't remember any of the names, but one of them's pretty attractive.
Attractive. Okay.
Yeah.
What about
Besides Ian
Legolas?
McClellan.
Is he?
Yes.
He's got that hair.
Yeah, all over him.
Yeah.
He's literally a superhero. I can't.
he was.
stress
No,
that
he
enough.
actually was. He was like,
And it's so fun to watch.
yeah.
I would.
There's one scene with him
rewatch
like
that scene.
battling this like orc commander, and it just goes on for like 20 minutes.
Oh, it doesn't end.
And there's like he just keeps doing these ridiculous things, and I'm like, you're still going.
You're like, Legolas, please.
It's incredible.
Like I want to see Bilbo. I want to see.
Lord of the Rings fight scenes have always been great though. Like
Yeah.
they always find ways to get the characters to work together in like the coolest little like cooperative ways.
Yeah,
They're
I
just
felt like.
trading off with things. Like,
But one thing that I also didn't like about this movie was like I felt like they had too many characters, and it's like I know Lord of the Rings has a lot of characters, but I felt like they didn't know what to do with a
Yeah.
lot of the characters in
they
this movie.
they didn't do a good enough job, and
Because
even
it's
in
like
the other two,
they would
didn't
they
do a
would
good enough job.
in one scene
Keeping
Bilbo gets knocked out for like 20 minutes, and you're
Happened
like,
in the book.
huh?
That did happen in the book.
Yeah, but it's still like it felt like a plot device
Yeah.
just for Bilbo to be knocked out.
Yeah.
So I don't have to use him in
Yeah.
this fight scene for the next 20 minutes.
It felt really unnecessary and just.
And
like,
then
they
this
didn't
chick is like mourning over this dead guy, and so she doesn't have to be shown for the next 20
Yeah.
minutes. She doesn't have to fight, and it's like so they distract these characters so you can focus on more people, and it's like it just felt kind of cheap.
And on top of that, there are 11 dwarves, I think, that are the main characters of the 3 movies.
Yeah,
I can name one of them. And there are like 3 others that you like actually see.
yeah,
Especially in the 3rd movie, there are like 5 or 6 that just do nothing.
yeah.
The only parts of the Lord of the Rings movies I've seen, it was 2 hobbits running through the woods while Legolas was just hanging out or something. I don't remember. And then the other one was where Sam was trying to swim and Frodo.
And
Frodo's
on the
like,
boat,
"Oh, no!"
yeah. At the end of the first movie,
Sam's like, and then immediately starts drowning. And I was like, what
I
is
like
this?
that scene.
Yeah, but I had no context.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
walked in, it was on TV, and I was like, Dad, what are you watching? My dad doesn't even know what he watches.
He also wants to put down the cat.
Yeah.
Next
So-
topic, Jim's dad.
That's a whole nother podcast.
You need a series of them devoted to that to really
Yeah,
cover that topic.
it'd be pretty
thoroughly.
bad.
Yeah, it was really entertaining. Okay, I'll give it that. Like,
Oh, it was so fun to watch. I'd
Yeah.
watch it again.
I wouldn't pay for it, but I'd
No.
watch it again.
You know what movie I just watched last night
What?
for the millionth time? Howl's Moving Castle.
Great movie.
That is a good movie.
Never saw it.
Never saw it.
pieces.
How many
Saw pieces.
Miyazaki movies have you seen? Spirited Away.
10 minutes.
Spirit-
Maybe 15.
Have you seen Spirited Away?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Jesus
Spirited
Christ,
Away?
Chris.
Of like all of them.
Oh, okay.
One of my
Total.
favorite directors.
I know they're great movies, and they were entertaining for the 20
movies.
minutes that I've seen total.
I can tell from the 20 minutes.
Yeah, they used to show on Cartoon Network sometimes and be like, oh, neat, but it would always be the middle of the movie, and I'd have no idea what's going on. And like, this is kind
of... I don't even think Spirited Away is his best movie. Like,
what do you think is...
his newest movie that really kind of went under the radar, The Wind Rises, his last movie, because now he's retired, was incredible.
Is he gonna come back, though? Like,
huh? He might, but he's like 90. Like, he's like older than Scorsese.
Did he make exactly 10 films?
Like Tarantino?
Yeah.
No, he made a lot of films, actually.
They're
all amazing. I haven't seen Ponyo.
Yeah.
I hear meh things about Ponyo.
Did you see The Secret Life of Arietti?
I've seen bits and pieces of Secret Life.
That was meh.
It's alright.
I watched that with Sidicha when it came out, and like she's a huge
Miyazaki
Studio
fan,
Ghibli, yeah. And she was like, this is subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you come to expect this level of quality from directors, so it's like...
It's like if you see Cars 2 from Pixar, and you're like,
exactly,
what happened?
Exactly. You expect a level of quality.
I'm not sure what movie you're talking about, Jim.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what? Cars 2?
Cars?
I
thought they made one.
They made a sequel to that.
The thing that bothers me about the end of Howl's Moving Castle is that, like,
spoilers for Howl's Moving Castle, by the way.
It's not really a spoiler.
Guys, I haven't seen this movie.
Sophie kisses literally every character. Except for the kid. She goes around and kisses. She kisses the old lady. She kisses Calcifer. She kisses Howl. And she kisses...
and Howl? No, never mind.
She kisses the prince, the turnip head, who, by the way, his back should be destroyed. Right? Yeah. Because he jumps in front of the raft that's, like, going down the hill, and his pole gets broken in half.
Yeah.
And then she kisses him, and he turns back into a prince.
Okay, spoilers.
Fucking A. His spine should be destroyed.
Shut up, Jimmy.
He'd be like, kill me.
It's the kiss.
It brings him back.
Yes.
No. That's not allowed.
That's like a show of, like, affection. It's not like,
Just
Sophie, you, like...
Slut.
But like, she doesn't kiss anyone through the whole movie, and then at the very end, she kisses every single person.
It's a show of affection.
Whatever. I just think she's a hussy.
Sophie on blast.
It's just a different culture, Jim. You don't understand.
Whatever, man. Hey, no, it's British.
At the end of this podcast, I'm going to go around and kiss you guys.
Please do.
I'll kiss these, like...
The posters.
The kiss posters.
No, but that...
Not that one.
That movie was based off of a British book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But did you read the book? Did Sophie kiss people
she might have not kissed people in the book. I don't know.
Did they add Legolas into the movie, even though he wasn't in the book?
Legolas in Howl's Moving Castle.
Legolas cameo in Howl's Moving Castle.
I'd watch it.
Mm-hmm.
As would I. Seriously, you need to see some Miyazaki movies.
I should.
Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away. Top movies.
What's funny is I know all of these titles.
And you just
haven't seen
them.
One.
Yeah.
Just, like, watch all of them in UMass Amherst.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what college is.
Yeah,
that's actually
his movies.
It's like
you had this sweet movie poster in your dorm room.
I've actually been watching not classic, but like important movies, and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched The Usual Suspects, Pulp Fiction.
I haven't seen that movie yet.
Saw it for the first, and you need to see it. They're taking it off of Netflix.
Oh, are they really?
At the end of the year. So
okay, yeah, I got it. It's on my list, so I gotta get it. I gotta get on that.
If you haven't seen it, just
okay. I'll give it
a
watch.
Quality movie. Don't let anybody tell you anything about the movie, but then go watch it.
All I heard is that it's really good, but it's a little overrated.
You're gonna walk away at the end of it like
oh my god,
freaking out. You're gonna
oh my god, that's a movie.
Then you gotta think about it a little bit more, and you're like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about overrated. I said the hype is built up a lot, and it can be really easily ruined for you.
Yeah.
If you watch anything about
That's the worst, when you like go to see a movie and it's like so overhyped.
Yeah. Honestly,
like, this is
the entire movie is for the last like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So
but it's worth it.
Suicide Squad. I'm excited for the Suicide Squad.
I'm hyped for every single superhero movie coming out.
I'm excited that DC is getting quality actors because it's awesome.
What do they have?
They have Will Smith as Deadshot. They have Jared Leto as the Joker, which I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember anyone else.
There's that.
I know Harley Quinn is supposed to be the actress playing Harley Quinn is supposed to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And there are two other people that I don't know the names of because I don't read Suicide Squad, but I know of Suicide Squad.
I have no idea what this is.
They're like villains who are employed by somebody to go perform impossible tasks or heists or something.
It's like the government, isn't it? Something
Is
like
it the
that.
government?
It's like they're all locked up and they cut a deal.
Yeah.
Where they can go on the suicide mission to reduce their sentence or be free or
Yeah.
something like that, but they're supposed to die.
Will Smith as Deadshot.
I heard there's a lot of controversy over that from the one article I read. Because you got to spend a lot of money to get Will Smith into a movie. You'd imagine,
but he's a bad guy. He's finally a bad guy.
Yeah, I know that's interesting and all, but Deadshot's supposed to have his face completely covered like the entire time and doesn't say much. From what I read,
I think you're thinking of Deathstroke.
Well, yeah,
Deathstroke is Slade.
But, no, I know
like
exactly who Don't talk to me like I'm some sort of plebe, all right?
No, Deadshot has like like a cyborg kind of eye.
Yeah, so like most of his face, he usually wears a mask. Like you can look it up now. Go find a picture, Jim.
But he doesn't really wear a mask. It's just kind of like an eye patch, like a cyborg kind of eye patch that gives him like amazing aim.
I'm just telling you what I read, man. People were moderately upset about it. No, that's not the person I want to look up.
Deathstroke is the one with the face covering.
What's the one I want to look up right now?
This is really great podcast topics, guys, by the way.
What?
People want to hear you two argue about
comic books, yeah.
So his face is completely covered by like
let me see.
And garbage. Go ahead and flip through a couple of those.
We'll be putting this on the link dump.
So I'm excited to see Will Smith in a movie as a villain, but I feel like some diehard fans of Suicide Squad are going to be upset about the casting.
People are always upset.
People are,
no matter
you can't please everybody.
Hey, I just want to bring up a topic to talk about, all right?
That's the one I know about.
Chris, it's okay.
Oh, it's sweet. I'll get to see Will Smith's nose. I'm excited.
I'll put that in the link dump. But that's the one from Batman Arkham City.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in there.
Yeah. So they'll probably use that one since it's more recent, and they want to, be like, hey, look, we have Will Smith.
Yeah.
Come on.
So,
Pulls.
So did you guys hear about this Cards Against Humanity thing?
What the
bullshit?
Boxes of bullshit.
I heard. That's old news at this point, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
like 2 weeks ago.
I just saw it. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. I got a good chuckle out of it.
It just makes me want to play Cards Against Humanity even more.
Yeah.
I have so much respect.
It's like, where did they acquire that much poop? It's like
probably some sort of farm.
That much fecal matter. They probably didn't get it from my cat, I'll tell you that much.
So those of you who don't know, Cards Against Humanity, it's like adult apples to apples. But the people who run the company are just like they don't care. They don't care.
They do not care.
They have expansion kits you can buy for like additional decks, and they sold boxes that just said bullshit on them, and people assumed they were expansion packs, and then got home, opened them up, and the boxes were full of actual bullshit.
Literally bullshit. And apparently they moved like I want to say at least 30,000 units of bullshit.
Oh my gosh.
They sold a lot.
Yeah. On Black Friday, because that was the big time to buy it.
Yeah, the big time to buy bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time of the year.
Yeah. People die.
Cards Against Humanity is like, you thought we were kidding?
And from what I heard, one of the leaders, the CEO of the company, somebody talked to the press about it, and he's like, you may be upset that you didn't get these cards, but you actually purchased a valuable life lesson.
Get wrecked.
I saw like all these things where people sent emails to the company where they said like, please just don't send it. You can keep my money. Just do not send bullshit to me in the mail, because my parents are gonna be really upset. And they're like, hey man, you bought it.
You ordered it,
You're
man.
getting it.
It's on its way.
There's nothing we can do for you at this point.
That's great that they can just do that.
No, it's.
I love it.
I think it's hilarious that they can like get away with it.
They don't take themselves seriously, and it's fantastic. I'd love to be the guy who brought up that idea and be like, so what should we do for our next expansion pack? They're like, bullshit. Actual literal boxes.
The guy in the conference room.
I like it.
The guy in the conference room, like, that's genius.
Yo, so can we talk about video games? You guys.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna go back to comic books.
This is everything.
I'm gonna go back to comic books like real quick later, but we can talk about video games now.
So lately I've I don't have a Xbox One because I don't have money. So I've been playing Far Cry 3.
Great game.
For the first time, actually. And I've realized something about the main character, Jason, that you play as.
Not really that much of a character.
Yeah, he's kind of the worst ever. Like,
he's not that bad.
No, he's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, just like his inner monologue where you're like walking around trying to kill people and he's like, uh-oh, I may have encountered some acid. It's like, Jason, I don't need your monologue. Don't talk to me like that. He's like, I just don't like him at all.
Well, he's not supposed to be likable. At the beginning, it shows that he's kind of like a douchebag.
No, I'm like almost
like
through
him now?
the game.
Yeah, fair enough. He's not really that. I don't really see him as that much of a character.
He has like an arc, but I still don't care about him like at the end of the game. And it's I'm playing as it. I feel like the formula with first person shooters of just not giving the person a voice so that you can like focus on your own like, and as opposed to this pre-existing story that it's trying to put on you.
Yeah, because you're like, you love Half-Life.
Yeah, I like that game a lot. But I think that's better than just like making them talk all the time and like
leave it open to your imagination.
Yeah. So you can have your own thoughts and feelings about it. So they don't just go like, "Uh-oh, I feel very angry about this."
So then you can play through the game a couple times and it could be different every time. You're like, "Oh, now I'm a different person."
Now I'm happy about this. I don't know.
I mean, Voss literally makes that game, so it's like I could care less about
Voss
the main
is a
character.
great villain.
Voss is the best villain in video game history. Oh my god. The first time I played through that game, I was flabbergasted by how amazing he was. Just like when you, like, beginning of the game, you get captured by him, and it's like that monologue he says to you at the very beginning. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's like the first 5 minutes of the game. And you're like, oh, well, gotta deal with this guy.
This is going to be the rest of the game for me.
Yeah. Great game.
Great
Play
game
it.
indeed.
It's great.
I don't know about Far Cry 4. I haven't played Far Cry 4, but
It looks beautiful.
looks pretty good, yeah.
I like the setting of Nepal. I think
Looks
that's
just
pretty
like
cool.
more Far Cry 3, and I would be down for that.
Yeah.
Because that was
I like
a
the
lot
different
of fun.
setting though. Like
Yeah.
I like that it's not a tropical island still.
Yeah. But, I mean, gameplay-wise and, like,
Yeah, no, it looks
story-wise,
pretty much the
it
same.
just looks like Far Cry 3, which I'm completely okay with.
I
Yeah.
could visit a tropical island. I'd enjoy that.
Thanks, Chris.
I can't really contribute much to this game. I've never played it.
You never played
I
it?
don't know much about it, but
I mean, you have like
Sounds like something I'd
9,000
enjoy.
different games that you wanted to talk about. Though,
Well,
right?
Voss is
even-
the villain in the game.
I picked
You
up
gathered?
that much. I
Yeah.
got that. Figured that out.
So, big news this week in video game-wise that everybody's talking about. Telltale is doing another thing.
Game of Thrones?
No.
Is that what you're
They
talking
got
about?
so many
No.
games.
They're putting out
Wow.
everything. Dude, like I said it. I'm pretty sure I said it a while ago, unless I cut it. Telltale's making moves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're doing a Minecraft story mode.
Oh.
Did you guys not hear about this?
No.
It like
not
just
at
got
all.
released
Sounds
yesterday.
interesting.
No, it's like,
I don't know.
I trust Telltale.
Yeah.
They apparently.
But is it going to be the same formula as like other Telltale games? Or are you going
I
to be
think so.
playing Minecraft?
No, it's the same formula pretty much.
That
Is it
could
going to be like the
interesting,
same
but,
animation? As...
Not much has been released about it. They just kind of.
I can't imagine how those two would fit together.
Yeah.
Minecraft and a Telltale
It feels
game.
like Minecraft is starting to sell out.
You think so?
Yeah.
No,
ever
I mean
since,
nobody
you
saw
know, it's been sold to
Borderlands and
Microsoft.
Telltale coming.
No, but like I can see it just pretty much just based on like the graphics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
Like, but like I can't imagine how they'd fit the Minecraft graphics with like Telltale games. I don't know what.
No,
they
they're not
would
gonna.
do.
It's gonna be Minecraft graphics. They're not gonna like cell shade it like they do with
Yeah.
like all their other games. But
All right.
from what I understand, it's like they released this little like
Like cell shaded Minecraft. It's
they
all
released
black
this
and
little
white.
like playable kind of game thing.
Okay.
It was like in Telltale style, but it like gave you information about it as you were playing it. I didn't really play it. I watched a video of somebody
There
doing
you
it,
go. That's the way to do it right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the videos.
and they were talking about how they're gonna have like a press conference for it or something. But yeah, I mean, cool. I mean,
Yeah.
Telltale's doing stuff, and I like it.
I think we all do.
Like the Game of Thrones games are apparently really good.
Nobody's upset with Telltale.
Nobody,
Like,
yeah, no. They can do no wrong unless they make a
cannot,
shitty
really
game.
and then we'll all be so disappointed.
And then nobody will buy their stuff ever again.
Immediately stop.
What?
Just immediately stop supporting them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be like, this one game you made upset me a little bit.
But, I mean, a lot of people are going to buy the Minecraft story mode because
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
it appeals to a lot of people from the Minecraft plays and it appeals to a lot of people from the Telltale
And a lot
fan
of
base.
parents who don't understand what Minecraft is are going to buy it for their kids and be like, look, I got you. You like
Another Minecraft thing.
I'm like, thanks.
And you said
Like
they're
the
just starting
Minecraft
to sell
books?
out?
No, not
They've been
starting.
selling out for a good
They've-
2
yeah.
years now.
Since Microsoft bought them, I feel like. I don't know when exactly
The
that
nail
happened,
in the
but I
coffin.
think that's just
No,
like,
they bought them like a couple months ago.
there's shirts everywhere. Have you ever walked
Yeah, like
into
2
New
years
York
ago,
comics?
I saw Creeper plushies and Redstone books.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, no,
I'm like-
you saw the books 2 years ago? Those are recent.
Are they?
I don't know.
I
Maybe
saw
I
them a
just
while
don't go
ago.
shopping. but I don't know. You walk into Newbury Comics now.
Yeah.
There's just like a table full of the stuff.
Yeah.
The guy's
All
like, "You like
over the place.
Minecraft? Look at this Minecraft."
Foam pickaxes,
This
creeper
actually happened
plushies.
to me.
The
I walked
entire
in
store is just like located.
Christmas shopping with my dad. I walked in, and my dad picked up a book, and he's like, "Look, a Minecraft thing." I'm like, "Neat, Dad. Let's lead." And then the guy walks over. He's like, "Minecraft. Anybody who likes Minecraft will love this stuff." And I'm like, "All right, let's move on." Here.
All right, now
Let's not.
And of course, your dad, who knows that you play Minecraft but doesn't know anything about the game, is like, "Hey, a Minecraft thing I can buy for my kid."
Perfect. That's exactly what it is. That's their plan.
Because everybody knows Minecraft, whether you know what the game is or not.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what it is.
It's easily recognizable.
Yeah.
Do you ever get that in the mall though, where just like people try to stop you and make you buy something?
That's like half the mall.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
The
there.
vendors. Yeah.
The kiosks are like
That's
so
why they
bad.
set kiosks up in the first place.
No,
Gotta
but
keep
like
walking,
you know what
Jim.
I
like
upset?
no. The thing that like usually they're just like, hey, would you like to try this? And it's like, no, thanks, I'm good. And you keep walking. This guy like stopped me. He was like, your shoes look pretty dirty, man. I was like,
On blast right now,
my,
Jim's shoes.
My shoes are fine. Thanks. He's like, no, I'm serious. I want you to clean those shoes. I got this shoe cleaner. I was like, no, I really don't want. He's like, I'll give you a free trial. All right, I'll clean your shoes right now. I'm like, they're sneakers, man. I don't want them clean.
What I would've done in that situation-
Really, is that Nick Bocelli?
What I would have done in that situation, it doesn't matter where I was going, I would have U-turned and walked away.
You should have just
No,
scoped your
but I was
shoes a
with-
little bit more.
I was with like other people and they were no help. They were like, "Yeah, your shoes are the dirtiest of us here." It's like,
Throwing you
"Are
under the
guys-
bus?
Are you guys serious right now? I was the only one who like could deal with this guy. Everyone else was just standing back and laughing, and I was like, "We don't want our shoes cleaned. Like, I don't know what you want."
Papa Jim taking care of business. Protect the children. All right, back to video games.
Yeah.
Because this is like everything I brought to talk about. I looked up a lot of stuff about Nintendo, and by that I went to their website and like Googled different things I saw. And I'm pretty excited. At first I was a little bit disappointed with the Wii U, but I like where they're
Oh
going
no, dude,
with it.
they're doing pretty
They're
good
doing
now.
well. It's picking up.
Everybody
they got-
thought it was just gonna be like a
Yeah,
Wii
it was going to be
2.
like when they released the Kinect. It was just the new
Yeah.
thing. But it's actually pretty cool. Talking about new games, there's a new Zelda game coming out in 2015.
Yeah? They
Yeah.
previewed
the
it.
open world.
No,
Well-
that's Hyrule Warriors or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
they
No.
previewed. They had like a minute and a half trailer at E3 this
Did
year.
not find that.
'Cause I searched for 3 hours and I didn't find it.
Maybe it was like 30 seconds. It was like not long, but it showed the new Link.
Okay, so I was gonna spend some time talking about predictions on whether it was gonna be a completely new game or another HD remake or something. But
No, it's a new game.
this
Yeah.
answers my question.
It's gonna be like open world too, not
That's
just
neat.
like
That's
a
really
linear
cool.
story that seems open
I
world.
like the new direction they're taking some of these games. Like they're not sticking to the same Zelda
Yeah,
platform. Of
they're
your
bringing it
hero
new
code
life.
story.
But they
have-
are sticking with the
Hyrule
same
Warriors.
franchises over and
That's
over,
true.
which is
Which-
kind of annoying.
I'm not upset about that. I like their franchises. It's cool.
I like their franchises, but I want them to branch out.
And on that, they're bringing the NES Remix Pack. That game. It's like a bunch of old NES mini games. Looks pretty cool. I'm excited to see them bring back.
Well, they're not mini games.
Little
They're
game.
the actual like it's like
Yeah,
Super
it's
Mario Bros.
It looks no. It looks like they're just a series of mini games based off of those games. Like they're not.
Oh.
You don't play the full game. You're not buying a bunch of these
Yeah.
full games. It's
But
a
you
bunch
would
of
play like
small
World
mini-games.
1-1 of Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers, but it's like
But there'd
different.
be
Oh,
it'd
There's
be like a
new
little bit
things.
different. There'd be
Usually
they
harder.
have Super Luigi Brothers. You know, you play the entire thing backwards. Like yeah, that's an actual mini game that they released. So like there's special. You have to do it in the same game in under a certain time. You have
Yeah.
to complete some specific object of this game.
And it's tough. It's like
Yeah,
staying
it's
true
tough.
to the NES era where it's like
And I love the
Not
8-bit
easy.
games.
Yeah.
It looks nice. Like it looks like an 8-bit game, which is what it's supposed to do. And what I think is extra cool about that is that they used Super Smash Brothers again. I won't talk too much about this, but they used Super Smash Brothers again to kind of build hype for a new game they're releasing. Like when they did that with Roy and Marth in Melee, when they released those two characters in it to kind of like build the hype for the
Fire
new
Emblem?
Fire Emblem game. They're doing that again with they put the Duck Hunt dog into the new one
yeah.
to kind of build the hype for these like classic games, and I thought that was really cool. To see
Yeah,
that
because they're
come
bringing Duck Hunt into NES Remix,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I read that somewhere. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bringing Duck Hunt to a generation that has never seen Duck Hunt before.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's cool that they're bringing back the old games where Nintendo started, where they got their roots from. This like
Yeah.
classic 8-bit Mario games and stuff.
it is cool.
Definitely.
Speaking of Smash, the amiibos I think are super cool that they're using.
It's not just Smash though. Do they have it for like
no? Yeah,
Mario Kart and
they're working it into other games. I'm really interested to see where they go with this and how else they use the NFC.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because a lot of other they have the Skyland Warriors games where you have the little
and like the Disney Infinity.
But you have to buy a separate peripheral device to connect those. But now on the
because those are just like money. Like they just want your money. They're not even like
but
good.
On Nintendo games, they're going to be built into it.
Yeah.
On the Wii U, they have the gamepad that has the near field communications. You can just sit a figure on top of that.
Yep.
And
Cool.
I like what they're doing with that. I was trying to figure out what they would ever use that for, but I like where they're going with it.
People are getting pissed that their amiibos are getting better than them in Smash.
Which is great. Better than level 9s.
Apparently they have like amiibo tournaments now where people like train their amiibos and then just in a tournament they pit them against each other. If you guys don't know what amiibos are, it's in Smash they're these little figures, like there's like a Kirby figure and like a Mario figure, and like you train against it and it learns your play style.
It's like connected with an AI that can learn.
Yeah, and it adapts to your play style, and so you can get better and it gets better with you. So people host these tournaments that like they have two amiibos battling each other to see which one will win.
I think it's the coolest thing.
I think that's cool. I think it's
really
funny.
Cool evolution for the game.
Yeah.
And I like where Nintendo's going with this.
I mean, if they do it on the side at Smash tournaments, I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I almost like it better than actual Smash tournaments with the new game.
Well, you're wrong.
That could be the new competitive play of the new game since it's not very competitive. But training your amiibo could be the thing that comes out of that.
Newest show at Evo this year, Amiibo tournament.
The new
Evo
meta.
2015.
Just saying.
The next Smash meta.
Yeah, the Amiibo meta.
I also just read that in Japan they're using the NFC to make payments easier. I guess Japanese credit cards, a lot of them, some of them have little chips
where you like touch.
near field. Yeah, so you can just touch. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
I want to see where they go with near field communications. I don't think they're going to stop at amiibos, and I'd like to see what else they do with it. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Another cool thing about it, I don't know if you guys have heard about the new Nintendo 3DS, which is the worst name ever, but
that's actually what it's called.
Yeah, no, I know.
New 3DS.
New 3DS. I hate the name, but I like the idea.
It's got a C-stick.
Yeah, they put the C-stick in there, faster processor, better resolution screen, better 3D.
Yeah. Kind of sucks though.
It tracks your face motion. I don't know. If you've had a 3DS, you can only see the 3D from like one very limited angle. Yeah. With the new one, it's supposed to be tracking your face motion and adjusting the 3D accordingly, cool. So you can see it from more angles.
I think it kind of sucks though because they're some games are only going to be exclusive to the new 3DS. Like I was excited to play Xenoblade Chronicles, the game that Shulk is from Smash Brothers, but it's only being made for the new 3DS.
There are two things I'm upset about with it. It's the fact that it's going to have specific games for it that you can't play on regular 3DS.
It's like, why would you have like exclusive games to the same device?
Yeah.
It's
and the worst part is that they're like making new devices so quickly that it's hard to keep up.
Yeah.
Like there's like the 3DS, the new 3DS, the 2DS, and they're all coming out in like such short periods of time.
The regular DS was like that too. You had like the DS Lite, the DS XL.
But they were all compatible with each other, right?
That's true, yeah.
Another cool thing about it though is that they're making it really, really customizable. Like it has removable faceplates for the back and front.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be your own thing. I think that's another.
It looks cool. It does, and I like the buttons. The buttons are different colors too.
And the C-stick. You gotta love the C-stick.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all.
And definitely make it easier to do aerials in Smash for 3DS because it's impossible.
Also, on the new 3DS, they're putting the NFC into that, so more things.
Oh, really?
With NFC, yes. You
that's
can
cool.
use your amiibo in the 3DS version of the game.
That's impressive, actually.
And they're gonna do. Yeah, that's what I thought was.
They're building that technology into such a small device.
That's their new thing. I think that's like, when Xbox broke out the Kinect, and then
nobody liked it.
Nobody liked it, and then PlayStation did the same thing. I think this is Nintendo's kind of version of that.
Yeah.
Where they're putting this in.
Except it works.
Except it works.
Well, the new Kinect on the Xbox One is pretty good.
Is it?
That's just
from what I hear.
Oh, actually, yeah, the voice commands, but that's it. Well, I guess they have.
Well, they have motion tracking too, and apparently the motion tracking works really well.
Yeah.
The old one sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not justifying the old one.
Yeah.
The new one for the Xbox One is.
I like that the Xbox One is like turned itself into an entertainment system.
It's the one thing you need. It's no longer.
It like turns on your TV. It watches a remote.
Yeah, that's the entire point of the game. It's the one entertainment device you need for your entire house.
Still a crappy name.
Yeah,
the X-Bone.
I don't like the way Windows is going.
That's what Your Movie Sucks calls it. The X-Bone.
Were people gonna call it like the Xbox 720 back in the day?
Yeah.
I read an article the other day when I was trying to find all this information, and they called it the 720, and I was upset.
I think it's a better name than the Xbox One.
It's a cool name, yeah.
I'm glad they stopped at 360. I don't think they
The
needed to keep
Xbox
going
540.
with that. I don't think they needed to keep going with that. I don't like the direction that Sony and Xbox are moving, where they're like, let's put all of these things into it. Let's make it one device, and you need like, yeah, it's cool, but it makes it a lot more expensive to try and play your games.
Yeah.
I might just be a Nintendo fanboy because I've always enjoyed Nintendo's workings, but I like how they're keeping it simple. They're not trying to throw in too much new stuff. What they are adding on is just for gameplay. Like the NFC, it's for gameplay.
Yeah, I
don't think that
the thing with the new consoles that's kind of bugging me is like we're not getting that many new games. What we're getting is a lot of definitive editions.
Yeah.
Like I just watched a trailer for DMC, Devil May Cry, that game that I've played forever.
Yeah.
It's getting a definitive edition for the Xbox One. Tomb Raider got a definitive edition. And like all these games are just we're not getting actual releases. We're just getting remastered versions of the same game, and it's kind of annoying.
Mm.
I mean, I don't own a new and current
Wind Waker HD.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be upset about it.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, but at least Nintendo's putting out other games.
Yeah.
Like, but with the Xbone and the PS4, it's like you're just getting definitive editions of the games you've already played on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Did you hear what 343 did? They everyone was
because
upset.
their game was so bad.
Yeah, everyone was so upset that their matchmaking just did not work for
Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, the Master Chief Collection. So anyone who's played the Master Chief Collection so far, from like yesterday, I think.
Yeah. Gets a free ODST campaign,
gets a free
right?
copy of ODST. Halo 3
And that's
ODST.
awesome because ODST was
Remastered,
an awesome campaign.
yeah.
Wait, is it like
it's
upscaled?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
like the rest of the games.
That's really cool.
So I was like, I really wish I had an Xbox One and Master Chief Collections now.
Wait, so were they planning to release that beforehand?
I think they were planning to release it, but like
If they had it
sometime in
already
the
made
far
on
future.
hand.
Sometime they were like
For
it's
probably
not,
like DLC or something.
Yeah, we're like
Yeah.
they were thinking like it's not a huge thing, and now since everyone was so upset, they're like, okay, we have wronged you guys, so we want to make it up to you by giving you this. And they also put SWAT back into the matchmaking.
Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool that they did that though. Like they actually listened and gave something positive other than just, like a 3 hour.
But man,
update.
did they ruin that game? Matchmaking apparently is like unusable, and it's been unusable for close to a month for a lot of people.
That's bad.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying. Just a bit. I mean, I don't own a current gen console. This isn't a problem that I've been facing, but like it's still a problem that people have been having, and it's good that they're not only addressing it but rewarding people for the crap that they've gone through.
I have one more point, and I went to the mall last weekend with Sadisha, my girlfriend, and her mom's iPhone was like, the battery would run dry in like 3 seconds. So we went and took it to the Apple store, and they looked at and they saw that.
Well, hold on. Are you putting Apple on blast?
Yeah,
right
I'm gonna put Apple on blast like hard. They told us that the reason that the battery was dying so quickly was because just apps were making it die. Mm-hmm. And we're like, I was pretty upset.
Which iPhone was it?
I think it was the iPhone 5.
Yeah.
And
well, did she have a million apps running at once?
No,
she
had
closed
like
them all?
a normal amount. Yeah.
She had them all closed.
I think so, yeah.
She wasn't running them.
It was like 2 specific apps, and they were like, I don't even know. Like, it just upsets me that Apple's OS can't support itself.
The thing is, the new OS is designed for the new iPhones, so it runs beautifully. I have the iPhone 6 here, and like I moved up from the iPhone 4S, which died like so quickly, and this is just such a great upgrade. So I do agree with you that there is something wrong with the fact that the new OS it just doesn't work on the old systems, but on the new phones it runs beautifully.
Yeah, but I mean, they shouldn't be punished for having old technology.
Yeah, I mean, my girlfriend has an iPhone 5, I think.
Yep.
She won't upgrade to the newest iOS because she knows all the problems that are being caused by it.
It's like they're making the OS crappier each time they make an OS upgrade.
Yeah, she's purposely not upgrading because she knows that it's going to be shitty, and she's looking into an Android. And I'm like, yes,
good. I want to get the Microsoft I want to get one of the phones that has Cortana on it. The you know what I'm talking about, the Windows phones.
Yeah. I mean,
simply because of Cortana.
I don't know about Windows phones. They're all right, but
yeah. I mean, my Windows phone now is an awful piece of technology. It might just be me. I don't know, but like,
no, it's bad.
It's
don't
bad.
Worry.
It's
don't
really
worry.
awful.
Granted, it's old. It was like in the first kind of like run of.
Yeah.
Of,
so hopefully, if I
Windows
get a better
phones.
one, like, it'll be not as awful. No, I'm still gonna go for it.
No, Windows phones
You should go for it.
they've gotten a lot better. They're not
Well,
terrible.
yeah, but I mean,
What do you think? I should get an iPhone?
I think you should. New
No,
iPhones are
or
beautiful.
you
They're
can just get an
wonderful.
Android, and everyone will be happy.
No.
We got the three phones right here. We got a Windows phone for Jim. We got an iPhone for Chris, and I got an Android.
Okay. I'm an Apple. I like Apple. I don't have a MacBook just because I didn't want to get one, but like
Because they're
I wanna-
overpriced. It's like $2,000 for a laptop.
Honestly, it would last you though. It lasts a long time. My brother got one 5 years ago, and it still runs beautifully.
What?
And
An Apple product that lasts?
Wall.
yes,
Excuse?
with the new operating system. Look at that, Jim. And Apple
Surprising.
takes care of it. Like he broke something on it because he just did, but he brought it in and like fixed it for free. They're
Did
like,
he have
"Here you
Apple
go."
Care?
No, it's
Did
5
he have
years
a
old.
warranty?
Nope, it's 5 years old. Everything ran out. But he's like, "This is your product that you made. It malfunctioned." They're like, "Let us fix this for you. We're gonna be great people."
Did not. That's the first time I've ever heard of something.
Yeah, you got to go to the
Like
one in
that.
Amherst apparently because they just like
They,
they help.
every
Western
time,
Mass is just a nice place, I guess.
every time I've heard of an Apple product breaking down, it was always, oh, I didn't have Apple Care on it, so I had to pay $200
Yeah.
to get my screen fixed. That's all I've heard. So that's the first
Just
time.
horror stories
Yeah,
of having
that's
to
why
like.
I was surprised about it too. That's why I brought it up. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, look, Apple cares sometimes.
Apple Care.
Maybe
Maybe that's why they did that, even though they don't
Yeah,
care.
probably not.
Ready for the
Hey,
third
maybe-
Spider-Man series to come out?
Yeah.
Movie series.
Yeah. I mean, apparently they're dropping Andrew Garfield,
Yep.
which is a mistake. Because he's like Peter Parker, in my opinion.
All
It's
right.
not nerdy enough for me.
It's not nerdy enough for you?
No.
I think he's
too
good.
cute.
He's too cute.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta go back to Tobey Maguire.
He was the best.
Spider-Man 3? Yes.
But apparently Sony was like in talks with Marvel. And
Yeah,
then they like
yeah, that's why
to
I
like
brought it
acquire
up. I saw
Spider-Man.
a little bit of that.
And then they all fell through. And then
Thanks, Sony.
Yeah. But apparently, like, if they were going to go ahead with bringing Spider-Man into the Marvel universe for like Avengers and things like that, they would have to drop Andrew Garfield. That was like the stipulation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that kind of sucks.
Eh.
He's only been on for like 2 movies.
He's done pretty well too.
He has, yeah. I think he's a
like-
good
I
actor.
like the movies.
I mean, I didn't really like Spider-Man 2, but
I saw like the end of Spider-Man 2.
I mean,
so
The
I
Amazing
can't judge
Spider-Man
it.
2.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Not really that great of a
Turning
movie,
point.
but like he did well. He was a good actor in that movie. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it. So.
You haven't seen it?
No.
I thought it was like the movie that everybody saw.
No.
I liked the Rhino at the end though. I thought that was a cool take on the Rhino.
Yeah, I did too.
That's interesting.
Unfortunately,
The
Rhino
Rhino.
was advertised in all the trailers, and then was so
And
all the
then-
Rhino
oh,
fans went to
was he?
see it, and then got pissed when he was in the
Great
last 10
tactics.
minutes of the movie.
Good job, Sony.
Well done.
Well played.
So what were your points?
Well, since we're talking about movies, so I'm reading Frankenstein right now, and
Oh,
obviously
really
there's
good
been
book.
like, I enjoy the book. Everybody says that anybody who read it in school hates it.
No, I read it in school, and then I read
Yeah.
it again on my own.
Everybody I've talked to who's read it, except for you, has just disliked the book.
Nah, great book.
But there are hundreds of movies about Frankenstein, and none of them are like the book.
None of them.
But what I'd like to see is I just got through the part where the whole narration from the monster's point of view, and he watches this cabin full of people, and then
For
he
like
goes,
a long
for a
time.
long
It's
time.
creepy.
It's very creepy. He's the stalker, but
Yeah.
they go into the backstory of these people.
Frankenstalker.
Yes,
No.
that's exactly. Yeah. So
Monster
they go into the
and stalker.
backstory of these cottagers.
He has no name.
They go
Read
into the
the book.
backstory, and I think that would be a quality movie to see
Like the
the
actual story
thing.
of
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
if you told the story from the perspective of that family, maybe you can change the part with the monster so there's a little bit more conflict with
Yeah.
the monster in there. But like that'd be
I
interesting
think there's
to see
plenty
their
of conflict with the
downfall.
monster.
Well,
Oh, you mean like actual
with
fighting?
that family.
Yeah.
Because the only time he walks into their house one time and then they kick him out and burn the house down.
Yeah. That's true.
But they could turn that into something a little bit more. I think it would be a quality movie that they
Connor.
made from it.
Big reading guy, Connor Donovan.
I don't know.
Love the books. So that's all I really had to say about that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a possibility, a new twist on the Frankenstein movie. That
Yeah,
they could
I
pull.
think it would
Who
be
would you
awesome.
have direct it?
Michael Bay. There's fire involved. They can blow up the house. I don't know. I don't know movies well enough to
Joss
pick
Whedon.
directors.
You looked into Connor's eyes. You were like, I know.
Joss Whedon would be a good director for that kind of movie.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll take
sure.
your word for it.
Cabin in the Woods. That's a good movie. See that movie?
No, I didn't.
You should see that movie.
But this does involve a cabin in the woods. So.
Exactly. That's I heard cabin and I heard
And a
woods
monster.
and fire. So I'm like,
It's not
Joss
exactly
Whedon.
the book isn't. I mean, I guess there is horror in it, but it's a lot of like existential elements where he's like, why am I alive? And like he has to like go through his own story. It's not just like him being like a weird creepy monster following him around.
It's an interesting book.
He's like his own character, the monster.
I like the book. Worth a read.
Mm-hmm.
Just get the director of
It really improves your
the
English.
Truman Show.
Oh,
I
sure.
forget his name. He
Good.
had a movie recently, but I forgot about it. So we'll probably do. So we'll probably wrap it up.
Hey, you guys want to go somewhere for lunch?
Oh, Smashburger though?
You want to go to Smashburger? I was in the mood for tacos.
No, Smashburger. It's been decided. High five.
Guys, wait. What about
High five.
Okay, I'll go to Smashburger.
Connor, you really got
Triple high five.
Dude,
Good
I'm
ending.
amped right
great
now.
place to eat.
So,
I have to pee really bad before
all
we
right,
go.
yeah. So, hold on. Just gotta wrap. I know I got some
Hold
things
on,
to talk
hold
about.
your
No,
pee.
I got some things to address before we end. So, before we wrap it up, I want to let everybody know that we're probably not gonna do anything next week because Christmas.
Okay.
So we're probably not gonna do a podcast. Probably not gonna do a podcast next week. The week after, we'll probably have Keith back on. I think because I told Keith he could come back on then. And no hypotheticals this week, obviously,
Yeah.
because we're at time. But in 2 weeks, we'll probably do some hypotheticals, and it'll be awesome. So yeah, we're trying to incorporate that into
I'll
the kind
gather
of like,
the hypotheticals.
yeah,
You gonna
get
do
some good
actual
ones.
research this time, Jim?
No.
Get
So-
5 whole topics.
So yeah, we're trying. We'll try to, since we've had good feedback
Yeah.
about the hypotheticals, we'll probably try to incorporate them to be kind of like a regular thing. And I'm trying to get social media up, but I can't seem to find the time to do that.
Yeah.
And also, if one of our fans would love to make us a Suburbanites like profile picture,
Or theme song.
no, not a theme song.
No,
we have a theme
we
song.
have a theme song.
Um,
Nice try, bud.
but if any one of our fans is good with Photoshop and could do like Suburbanites podcast with like a fence post, like fence white
picket
picket
fence.
fence, like something you would envision.
Find the
Suburban-
whitest thing you can.
Exactly.
Connor Donovan.
Yes.
Mission
Take a
accomplished.
But yeah, that's so. I'm trying to get on Facebook. I'm trying to get on Twitter. I'm trying to like expand our horizons a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, that's all I really had to talk about. And yeah, so I'm Connor.
I'm Jim.
I'm Chris.
And leave your feedback. And thanks for listening.